Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for Week 4 Best Bets slate. All right, this is going to be a new theme that we're going to go with. Every week, I'm going to give you the best bets for each and every week. This one has happened to be on Week 4 slate. Let's give you. I'm going to try to give you top 5. I'm going to try to give you 5. It's probably going to be more, to be honest, because there's so many options and ways you can go. But let's start off with this slate. Start off with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. In this game, we have the Eagles obviously coming off a loss against the Dallas Cowboys, going up against the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 1-2 currently. And this is a big bounce back spot for the Kansas City Chiefs. The discrepancy between offense and defenses and talent is huge. And this is where I'm going to lean on the spread at -7. And also the over at 54. I think the Chiefs get up big. I think the Eagles are going to be able to bring up that game total late because Jalen Hurts loves nice cleanup work with him outside of the pocket using his legs. Also, getting that ball to his big explosive wide receivers in Smith, Rager, and Quez Watkins. So I think we're going to go with Chiefs to bounce back huge, cover that number, and I like the over at 54. Next game is going to be the +6, and if you're feeling bullish, the money line for the New York Jets. We have the Tennessee Titans, who have major injury issues. And this is one of those games you got a home dog, and that line is coming down fast. It was at 7.5. Now it was at 7. Now it's at +6, and you got 2 no-name wide receivers. Well, 3 no-name wide receivers. You got Westbrook, Heineke, whatever how you say his freaking name. You got Chester Rogers, and you got Josh Reynolds, who's coming back from the injured reserve. So those are questionables there. They're going to have to force Derrick Henry and in situations where they're going to have 8 men and 9 men in the box for the New York Jets, force Tannehill to throw the ball, maybe force him into some interceptions, which he's been doing already earlier in the season. And just give me the points and something that's going to be low scoring, most likely, I think so. But the Jets, I think, we're going to be able to at least keep it close enough against the Tennessee Titans, who are depleted from all of their exceptional wide receiver talent. No Julio Jones, no A.J. Brown. This is a one-dimensional team. Robert Saleh is smart enough to stop that, at least. And we can have a little field goal game here going either way between the Jets and the Titans. Next game we're going to go to is the third option. Will be the -4.5 on the Dallas Cowboys over the Carolina Panthers. I think Dallas at home, I think this is going to be a nice statement right here. Panthers secondary is injured. They had to force a trade to get C.J. Henderson, but the problem here is too much firepower, similar to what you saw in Monday Night Football between the Cowboys and the Eagles. Too much firepower for the Carolina Panthers to compete with. And I foresee a similar game, a game where Sam Darnold is going to be forced into some situations where he might turn that ball over, and you get the old Sam Darnold in this situation where the Dallas Cowboys have gotten 2 interceptions in each of their first 3 games. And I think Darnold can help that cause and help that Dallas defense continue on that run, who's been playing very good defensively. Obviously, they not struggle, but they played solidly against Tampa Bay, but that's Tampa Bay. Every other game, they've put the clamps on the Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles, okay? I feel the same thing for the Panthers going up against them. Next game we're going to go with, so this is going to be our 4th choice. Let's go with a sneaky game here. Let's go with an over on the Washington football team and the Atlanta Falcons. I think this is a high-powered back-and-forth affair. Taylor Heineke in Washington, and surprisingly, defense that has not turned up at all with that front seven and especially front four going up against the Atlanta Falcons, who struggle on defense, but they do have some explosive options on that offensive side of the ball, and they were able to exploit the mistakes from the New York Giants of last week. But this is a situation where definitely two bad defenses right now currently and two good offenses that can put points on the board. McLaurin, Logan Thomas. They're getting Curtis Samuel back, who's very, very explosive. And then on the Atlanta side, you got Mike Davis, you got Cordarrelle Patterson, you got Kyle Pitts, you got Calvin Ridley. As long as Matt Ryan has a clean pocket, he's going to be able to distribute the ball and move it up and down the field. So I'm liking that over in this game between Washington and Atlanta. And if I had a choice of the two of who's going to win, I'm going to take the home team, the home dog at plus 105. Give me the Falcons. All right, so we'll have that there for you. Next game we're going to go with will be the over, which should be fourth or fifth. It doesn't matter because I'm going to just keep going. Going with the over in Seattle and 49ers right here. 49ers are home. Seattle struggles on defense. They had a very high scoring game against Tennessee Titans. Now 49ers, not the same defense as well. And this can be a back and forth situation. There's explosive options on each side that both cannot stop one another. As long as there's no turnovers and funny stuff, that 51.5 should be easily cleared. Probably a 30-27 type of game if you're looking at it, or maybe just a little bit less, but definitely points will be scored. There's bad rushing defense on both sides, and there's bad passing defense on both sides, and that's what's going to lead to an over for me at 51.5. Next game I'm going to go with, this line has turned back and forth, and I get it. A lot of people are just looking at the schedule and like Denver has faced nobody in the first 3 weeks. You get a tough Baltimore team that beat the Kansas City Chiefs, but now they're in Denver. Mile high air, it's thin air, it's tough for them. Denver is a very strong team in early September and October. They have a great home record, and I think that's going to come to fruition. Give me the Denver Broncos. I'm fading that 90% of the money that's coming in on the Baltimore Ravens, which flipped this line from like a plus from a minus for Denver to a +1 now. You're getting value on the Denver Broncos at home. If you want to, you can even take the point, but just take the money line. I think you should be fine as well. And I think they, for another week, hold off all the haters and defeat the Baltimore Ravens in week 4. And then last but not least, we are going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to cover the spread, -7. You got Tom Brady coming back to his old stomping grounds, facing Bill Belichick. And in this game where this means a lot to him, they let him go. They let Gronk go. They was going to trade Gronk to Detroit. So there's a lot of animosity here. Antonio Brown's coming back as well. He's a former Patriot. I think this is going to be a total onslaught. Buccaneers over the Patriots and that rookie quarterback. Sue, Vita Vea, all those guys they got in that Bucs defense are going to absolutely pick apart Mac Jones and the Patriots. And I love that -7 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And obviously, we love the money line as well. So those are going to be my top bets for week 4. Let's do another rundown real quick. -7 on Tampa Bay. Give me the Broncos money line. We're taking the over in Seattle and 49ers. Give me the over in Washington and Atlanta. What else we chose? We're choosing the -4.5 with Dallas against the Carolina Panthers. We're going to take the +6 or the money line in that New York Jets Titans game because all those injuries on the Tennessee Titans is a prime spot for them. And then we're going to finish it off with a -7 with the Kansas City Chiefs going up against the Philadelphia Eagles, or the over. Over would be even safer because definitely points will be scored in this affair. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know what you feel like will be your favorite bets bets for week 4. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MessengersD, and I'll be back with another video very soon. Peace out.